Welcome to The Know, I'm Brian. The practice of making employees work long hours to push out a game, aka crunch, is a big topic in the gaming industry these days. Well, the studio that made Assassin's Creed Odyssey says they put out the game without having to crunch. Patrick Klaus, the managing director of Ubisoft Quebec, told Gamasutra that while we can always do better, I can tell you, hand on heart, that Assassin's Creed Odyssey hasn't required a massive crunch like maybe some of the AAAs from 5 or 10 years ago. He went on to say that we have managed pretty well to succeed in delivering a game of huge magnitude, which is hitting a good quality level while making sure that our teams are not burnt out and disgusted with working in games. As for why that's important, he called it a false economy to burn out their teams, saying we risk losing them or we risk disengaging them, and we will simply not get the best out of those talents if we're forcing them to work insane hours in crunch. So there you go. You can put out a quality AAA game without crunching. There we go. Case closed. I feel like they're going to have to put fair trade stickers on games pretty soon. Like, no crunch involved in this game. Anyway, we know that Sony is starting to experiment with finally letting people change their PSN usernames, and some gamers are getting to test it out in the new 6.10 firmware beta, but now we're hearing reports that there could be some pretty serious complications with changing your name. Posters on Reset Era have noticed that people are getting invites to the beta, but they're also seeing some pretty unsettling warnings, like if you change your PSN name, games might not work properly, or you might lose saved data as well as virtual currency or DLC that you paid for. You also might lose in-game progress, trophy data, or leaderboard status. So it sounds like, to say the least, they've got some bugs to iron out. You know what? I don't care. I'm still changing my name. I don't care if I lose everything. I'm putting my past behind me. Xbox Game Pass is coming to PC. Shack News reported that in a conference call with investors, Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella said that the company will soon bring the service to Windows PC, which is a pretty big deal for PC gamers. They've had Play Anywhere before. Now you got Game Pass. Microsoft definitely been beefing up the service lately. It's $10 a month for access to a variety of games, but not all old stuff. Recently, they added the newly released Forza Horizon 4 to the service, and it's a key feature in the new rental program that they're trying out, so we'll see if PC gamers get into it as well. Speaking of Xbox, last quarter it looks like it was pretty good for the console and Microsoft. VG247 reports that hardware revenue for the Xbox One line of consoles was up 95%, while gaming revenue from software and services, that was up 44%. Microsoft said there are now 57 million Xbox Live users. That's up from 53 million a year ago. Overall, Microsoft said that its gaming revenue was $2.7 billion for the quarter, compared to $1.9 billion in the same quarter last year. All right, this next story is a weird one. If you've ever wanted to play, if you've ever been playing Pokemon Go and you're thinking, I'd like a religious version of this, well, the Pope's got something for you. Eurogamer reports that the Vatican has launched a game called JC Go that's a lot like Pokemon Go, except you collect saints instead of Pokemon. You can apparently just collect these saints by just walking around your neighborhood. Instead of fighting them, you answer some of their questions and they'll join your team. I got so many questions though. Are there gyms? Do you battle the devil at some point? Actually, that would be kind of cool if you did that. Still probably won't get it. We have official confirmation that Trine 4 is coming next year. Yes! In a tweet, the game's account announced that the fantasy platforming series is returning in 2019 with Trine 4, the Nightmare Prince. It'll be a partnership between the Finnish developer Frozenbyte and Modus Games. It's due out next year for Switch, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. Also PC. Now, the series first debuted in 2009. Since then, it has gone on to sell more than 8 million copies. In a release, Lauri Havarinen, I'm so sorry, Laurie, CEO of Frozenbyte, said the new game will be the best in the series, adding, "We have rekindled our love for the franchise, heard and seen the fan feedback, and our hearts are set on exceeding those expectations. Trine is back." Yes, I love Trine. The developers behind Super Meat Boy dropped a little surprise on us this week. They have rolled out local multiplayer for PC players in a new update. In a tweet yesterday, Team Meat wrote, "Maybe check out Steam tomorrow." Sure enough, they had added race mode to the PC version, which previously had been an exclusive only to Switch owners of the game. Now, if you haven't played race mode, it allows you to compete with a friend locally, aka split screen, as you each try and finish the level. You race each other, basically. Definitely, it's a cool feature, and as the developer said, be prepared to lose some friends and gain some enemies. All right, a little bit of entertainment / video game news to end on. It looks like work on the Halo series on Showtime will get underway next year. An Instagram from the trade publication Production Weekly said that Season 1 of the live-action series is planning to begin principal photography in Budapest, that's in Hungary, early June. We learned earlier this year that Showtime had ordered the series it's planned on being 10 episodes long. Master Chief will be there, of course. Apparently, though, it's going to tell a new story that's set in the game's universe. All right, that is all the news we got for the roundup today. Let us know what you think about these stories down in the comments below. I read them, I respond. For all your news from every corner of the internet, like this video, subscribe to The Know. You know what I'm going to say next. Go to our website, theknow.tv. See you there. So, we'll see if PG... All right, this next story, it's like wholesome in a weird way. If you've ever wanted to play a religious version of Pokemon Go, well, the Pope has something for you. Eurogame, let me try that again. Hyvarinen